It's the 28th of the month. You know this because your bank account knows this. That little number that felt almost okay on payday has quietly melted down to single digits, and there are still 3 days left before money comes in again. So you start playing the game. You know the one. Can this bill wait? Will that payment clear before the other one hits? If I don't buy groceries until Friday, do I make it? You become a tiny accountant, a stressed-out stickman with a calculator, juggling due dates like a circus act, where the prize for winning is getting to do it all again next month. And here's the part that really stings. You're not even broke. Money comes in, sometimes decent money. It just leaves exactly as fast as it arrives, like your bank account is a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You're working hard, you're earning, and somehow you're still standing in the exact same spot every single month. If that's you, if you're tired of the 28th of the month panic, tired of money showing up and vanishing before you can even feel it, this video is for you. Because in the next 90 days, we're going to break the cycle, not by you magically earning triple, by building a system that actually keeps the money you already make. I'm Max. I have no face, no job, and a deeply concerning relationship with spreadsheets, Max. But I've figured out why paycheck to paycheck living is so sticky and how to climb out of it. If this sounds like your life, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and let's get you off the treadmill. Most people think living paycheck to paycheck is a math problem. I just don't make enough. And sometimes, genuinely, that's true. If your income truly can't cover rent, food, and basics, that's a real income problem, and no video fixes that with a clever trick. But here's the uncomfortable truth that surprises people. A huge number of paycheck-to-paycheck people aren't low earners. They're unsystemed earners. Studies have repeatedly found that a large share of people earning six figures still report living paycheck to paycheck. Let that sink in. People making good money, still hitting zero every month, still stressed. So if a raise alone fixed this, those people would be free. They're not, which means the problem isn't only how much comes in, it's that the money has no structure once it arrives. It lands in one big pile, and from that pile, you pay bills, buy food, grab coffee, handle surprises, and fund every impulse. All from the same blurry account. Your money has no job, no rules, no boundaries. So it does what unbossed money always does. It wanders off. We're going to give your money a boss. That boss is you. Quick detour into your brain, because this matters. When money is tight and unpredictable, your brain treats every paycheck like a brief rainstorm in a drought. And what do you do in a drought when it finally rains? You don't carefully ration it, you drink. That's why payday so often comes with a little spending high, a treat, a takeout, I deserve this, I've been so stressed. It's not a character flaw, it's your brain grabbing relief while it can. The problem is, that relief spends the very money that's supposed to last the whole month, and then the drought comes back harder. The second trap is what I call blur. When all your money sits in one account, you genuinely cannot see what's safe to spend. Is that $400 your rent money or your fund money? Your brain can't tell, so it assumes it's available, and available money gets spent. The fix for blur isn't more willpower, it's clarity. When money is sorted and labeled, your brain finally stops guessing, and the panic quietly drains away. So our whole plan rests on two ideas: give every dollar a job and make your money visible. Simple math, a little psychology. Let's build it. 4 phases, one per few weeks, run like a season. Each phase makes the next one easier. Let's go. Phase 1, days 1 to 21. Stabilize. Find your real number. You cannot escape a maze you can't see. So phase 1 isn't about cutting anything, it's about looking. For the next 3 weeks, you're going to track every single dollar that leaves your account. Not to judge it, just to see it. Most people have never actually watched where their money goes, and they're shocked when they do, because the leaks are never where you think. Pull up your last 30 days and sort everything into 3 buckets. Fixed, rent, utilities, phone, the stuff that's the same every month, flexible, groceries, gas, things you control the size of, forgettable, the small, frequent, emotional spending you don't even remember doing. That $6 here, $14 there, the impulse app purchase, the third coffee. Here's the magic of this phase. Just watching your money changes your behavior. It's called the observer effect, and it's real. When you know you'll have to log that purchase, you suddenly don't want it as much. People routinely cut 5 to 10% of their spending in the first 3 weeks without trying, just from paying attention. You haven't even made a plan yet, and the bucket already leaks less. By the end of week 3, you'll know your real number. What you actually spend, not what you think you spend. And that number is the foundation for everything else. Phase 2, days 22 to 45. Separate. Give every dollar a job. Now we attack the blur. Remember, one big pile of money is impossible to manage, so we split it, set up separate accounts. Most banks let you open these for free in minutes. At minimum, you want 3. 1. Bills. 2. Spending. 3. Safety, your starter emergency buffer, which, if you watched the last video, you already know how to build. Here's how it runs. The day you get paid, your money doesn't land in one blob. It gets split automatically. Your fixed bills total gets sent straight to the bills account untouchable. A set amount goes to safety. And whatever's left, and this is the beautiful part, lands in spending where you are now 100% free to spend it guilt-free because every important thing is already handled. This is the whole secret. Most people try to budget by restricting themselves constantly, white-knuckling every purchase. Exhausting. This system flips it. You make one good decision on payday, the split, and then you don't have to think for the rest of the month. The structure does the discipline for you. Willpower is a terrible employee. Automation never calls in sick. And psychologically, the blur is gone. When you look at your spending account and it says $230, that is real, safe, spendable money. No guilt, no guessing, no, wait, can I afford this? The number is the answer. Phase 3. Days 46 to 70. Shrink. Plug the leaks that don't hurt now. And only now because you can finally see clearly, we cut, but not randomly and not painfully. Go back to your forgettable bucket from phase 1. This is where the money hides. Remember, the goal is never to remove joy. It's to remove spending you won't even miss. There's a difference between the coffee you genuinely love and look forward to and the third absent-minded one you bought because you were bored in a queue. Keep the first, kill the second. 3 quick moves. 1. Cancel 2 subscriptions you forgot you had. Everyone has them. The trial that became a charge. The app you used twice. That's easy money back, every month, forever. 2. Pick your top 2 forgettable categories and set a simple cap, not zero. A cap. If takeout was $200 last month, make it $120. You still get takeout, you just stop bleeding. 3. The 24-hour rule on anything non-essential over, say, $30. Put it in a cart, wait a day. Most of the time, the urge is just gone. Because the enemy was never the item, it was the impulse. Let's talk real numbers. Say you find $40 a week between subscriptions, capped takeout, and killed impulse buys. That's about $160 a month, roughly $480 over the rest of this 90-day stretch that used to vanish into nothing and now stays in your pocket. You didn't earn more, you just stopped leaking. Phase 4, days 71 to 90. Stack. Build the 1-week buffer. Here's the move that actually breaks the cycle for good. Everything so far has stopped the bleeding. This phase builds the wall. Take the money you freed up from the observer effect, the shrinking, maybe a little extra income if you can swing some hours, and you stack it into your safety account with one specific goal. Get 1 week ahead. Just 1 week. That's the entire game changer. Right now you spend money the moment it arrives, which means you're always living on income that hasn't fully landed yet. The instant you have even 1 week of expenses sitting in reserve, something profound happens. You stop spending this paycheck. You start spending last week's money while this paycheck waits its turn. That's the actual definition of escaping paycheck to paycheck. It's not being rich. It's being 1 paycheck ahead of yourself. And once you're 1 week ahead, you aim for 2, then a month. The cycle doesn't just slow down, it reverses. The bucket stops leaking and starts filling. You might remember Maya. Last time she built her first emergency fund, but a few months in, she told me something that stuck. Max, I have the buffer now, but I'm still scrambling every single month. Money comes in and it's just gone. Classic, paycheck to paycheck, even with savings. So she ran the 90 days. Phase 1 nearly made her fall off her chair. She'd been spending $310 a month on food delivery she barely remembered ordering. Just seeing it cut her spending almost overnight. Phase 2, she split her accounts, and for the first time in years, she said opening her banking app didn't make her stomach drop. Phase 3, she capped 2 categories and killed 4 subscriptions. Phase 4, she stacked it all. By day 90, Maya was exactly 1 week ahead, and she told me the feeling wasn't excitement, it was quiet. The constant low hum of money panic in the back of her head had just switched off. She said, "I finally feel like I'm living this month, instead of always borrowing from next month." That's the whole point. This was never about being wealthy. It's about being ahead instead of behind. Let me be real with you for a second, because this matters. Most people stay stuck on this treadmill for years, not because they can't do the steps, but because they keep waiting for a bigger paycheck to fix a structure problem. And a bigger paycheck poured into a leaky bucket just leaks faster. I've watched it happen 100 times. The treadmill doesn't stop because you run harder. It stops because you finally step off and build something solid underneath you. So here's your first move. Today, not in 90 days, today, open one separate account and name it Safety. Then start your Phase 1 tracking. For the next 3 days, write down every dollar that leaves your hands. That's it. That's day 1. Then come back and comment, "Day 1 done? I'm getting 1 week ahead." Because when you say it out loud, it gets real. And if you want more of this, practical, no fluff, actually doable money stuff, subscribe. Because 90 days from now, you can still be that tiny stressed accountant on the 28th, juggling due dates and praying. Or you can be 1 full week ahead, living this month's life with this month's money, finally calm. And honestly, that version of you is way closer than you think.